Hi everyone, it's Trishna and welcome to the Temple of Transformation. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading, and a card already came out that I have not looked at yet. So you can use this as a pick a card reading, and I'm going to list out or put out all the cards for you to select from, or you can do this as a entire reading where you just listen to all of the cards as though it is a full and complete reading. So let me just shuffle and get the other cards, and as I do so, I'm going to share any kind of intuitive guidance that is coming in for the group as a whole. What messages want to come through for everybody for the complete Temple of Transformation? Okay, I'm feeling a little bit of stress in the right side of my neck, towards the bottom of my neck, and also on the right side of my cheek, kind of where the cheekbone is. It feels to me like we are being pulled in a particular direction. And we're not the ones that are wanting to go there. We might want to go there, but we're actually undecided within ourselves, but something or someone is pulling us along in one particular path. Because we're undecided, we're kind of dragging our feet. We think, at least someone or something is deciding things for us, so that's positive, that's good, maybe I should go that way. But also, I don't really know yet. And we think, I could think about this. I could think a little harder about this, but I also just don't really feel like it. It feels too hard to think about this. It feels too complicated. I don't know that I could figure it out if I did think about it, so maybe I just shouldn't even try. Just feels really confusing right now, and I don't know how to get out of my confusion. So I feel like the best way to not deal with confusion is to actually not deal with confusion. The best way to release confusion is maybe to avoid confusion, stick my head under a rock and hope that it all goes away. Maybe kind of an extreme way of saying it, but that's the way that Spirit wanted to put it out. Maybe that's a truth that we all need to hear. What are we avoiding? What is confusing us that we don't want to delve into? Because it is confusing. And what about confusion do we not understand? See, the thing about confusion is a lot of times we think that it's a negative thing. We think that there is something that we are not understanding. There is some piece of the puzzle that we don't yet have. And the second part might be true, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. You see, sometimes confusion is created by the universe to help us, because there's something on the other side of confusion that is actually going to be some of the greatest gifts that we could ever receive. So let's talk about this for a moment before we get into the cards. Let's talk about confusion and a new way to look at it and understand it and reframe it. So at the time of me filming this, it is the very beginning of August. And right now there are like 7 planets in retrograde. And right now, it's a very confusing time for people in general. And when that happens cosmically, what's actually happening is the universe is like, hey humans, I know you guys are confused. I know there's a lot going on in the cosmos that you don't really understand, and it's affecting you in all sorts of ways, and it's bringing all this stuff up that you now have to look at again, things that you thought you were over, things that you thought you already had clarity on. But give us the benefit of the doubt, humans. Give us the benefit of the doubt. Don't get mad at us. We know it's been a while since you've had clarity. For some of you, it's been a month. For some of you, it's been 4 months. And you're like, hey, this whole mystery of trusting the universe was really fun for the first month, but it's starting to get super old. And honestly, universe, we could really use some help. Things are starting to get real down here. No more games, right? I could use real help this time. And the universe is saying, just give us a moment. Just give us maybe 1 more month, 1 month and a half. Because, human, When we make all this confusion, it is not because we're trying to confuse you. It is because we hear your calls, we hear your prayers, we hear your wishes, and we hear your dreams. We see all of the work that you have been doing to elevate your energy and to heal yourself and to ask better for yourself and to do better for yourself. We see it all. None of that is lost on us. And because of your wishes, your dreams, your prayers, your cries, your sleepless nights, your yearning for hope and a light, because of that, we have created confusion. But when we say created confusion, those are not the right words. We're not creating confusion. Confusion is happening for you guys because what we're doing now that we've heard all of your cries is we are working together for you. All of your guides, all of your higher selves, all of them are working collectively. And so if you've been trying to listen for guidance and you feel like it's really hard to hear, that's why, because we're all busy working for you and working for everybody. And what are we busy with? We're not trying to find a way, we're going to find a way. We know how to find a way. We're just putting the pieces together so that you will win, and so will they, 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 and so will they. Everybody is putting in the work, they're gonna win. Not because those who aren't putting in the work should lose. We don't care if you put in the work or not, we love you just the same. But those who are putting in the work are elevating their energy, and so they're asking for more vibrationally. So for all of you guys, we're hearing you the loudest, and you're vibrating the loudest, and you're vibrating the closest to us, hence we can hear you better. So because of that, we are making sure that you're happy, and we are finding the intersecting points so that we can pull you guys together in these beautiful connections with each other and with your desires, so that everybody collectively is going to win. Because all of you guys collectively are confused and struggling, which means that all of you guys collectively can win. And so, we might be giving this person an opportunity, right? We're setting everything up for them to get an opportunity and help them. And then they're so happy, and that allows them to help 3 other people. And then one of those people, helps this person, then this person, then this person, right? And then we help this person who was the one who originally gave this person the help. And so in this cosmic web, we connect you guys together, and everybody's going to get something. And so to you guys, you're not really getting that much from us because we're making all the pieces fit for you. And so you guys feel like it's confusing. But that confusion, that cloud is going to part ways. You're going to see the sunlight, and you're going to see the gifts that are under the tree. Right? In the dark of night, Santa comes down the chimney. You guys are asleep in darker night. And then you wake up to the sunlight, and there are your gifts. So right now you're in a dark cloud of confusion. It will part ways, because right now we're working for you. When it parts ways, you'll see the sunlight, and in that sunlight you will see all of the gifts. So now, the universe is saying, let's talk about all those gifts. So take a look at these cards. We have 6 cards. This is going to be card number 1. I know it's in reverse. I was thinking about doing this. It's card number 1. Oh, no. This should be aligned with you. So this will be card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Okay. So you can listen to this as an entire reading, or you can pick one card to focus on even more, or to be the only one that you focus on, however you want to do this. Let's get into it. So, group number 1, what messages want to come through? We have the water fairy. So, if you have been really working on your connection to how you feel about the desires that you want to have, if you have been working very deeply with your emotions, maybe even diving to the depths, the deep darkness, and doing that dark shadow work, and you feel like, you know what, I've been doing that shadow work and I keep hearing you're supposed to feel better after, but I haven't felt better. Don't you worry. That shadow work, all that dust that you're kicking up from the bottom of the ocean that's coming up to the surface, it's going to dissipate. It's going to be freed. Maybe there are nutrients down in the soil that birds want to eat or, something on the surface wants to eat that you're kicking up, right? And it's going to be useful to somebody or something else to the universe energetically, and you are going to find the happiness that you are looking for. It's going to take about a month and a half longer, but you are headed in the right direction. Group number 2. Death. See, you did all the transformation work. You were completing that transformation. Maybe for you, group number 2, things seem to be really, really slow. Maybe you are actually dealing with some deaths that have recently occurred in your life, or that are occurring in your life, maybe with actual family members, or maybe for some of you it is deaths of old dreams or old projects or old lives. And some of you may be feeling better about it, like you're transitioning and you're transforming and you're learning to connect to spirit more deeply as a result, or you're learning to connect with yourself more as a result. You're learning more about who you are, what your magic is, what you're capable of. But it feels slow and it feels a little like a drag. But you are on the right path. Again, for you, it is going to take a little bit of time. It may take about 3 to 4 months before you feel fully alive, fully back to yourself, or close to that. But the gifts are definitely coming for you as well. Group number 3. Right? Like death, letting go. And this is definitely working like very well together. So letting go, group number 3. There may be certain things that you should be letting go of that you are not paying attention to. You're not being like group number 1, where they are actually trying to do shadow work, or group number 2, where they're actually working on these things. There are certain things that you are blind to that you still need to let go of. There's certain things that seem like they're going really, really well for you, that you seem really, really happy about, but you need to ask yourself, is it truly fulfilling you? Is it actually giving you the happiness that you deserve? So an example of this is kind of like a cliche movie kind of example, but somebody who's hanging out with a group of friends and they're having a great time, or they think they are, but really the way that they spend time together is making fun of each other, kind of putting each other down, making these jokes. And they think it's all fun and games, but they don't realize the impact that it's having on their own mentality, that they're starting to lose belief in themselves. They're starting to think of themselves in the same way as the jokes that are being made of them. And then they finally go out and maybe meet somebody else who's kind. And at first you're like, I don't know how this person communicates. I don't get it. But they start to realize, oh, this is more fun. This is enjoyable. This is what a friendship is. I thought I was happy here, but actually this is what I want. This is what's filling my soul. So there may be certain things that you need to let go of that you don't realize that you need to let go of. And letting go doesn't mean that you have to say bye to something and that's it. It means that you get to say bye to something while you say hi to something even better. So start thinking about, what do I want that's even better than what I've had? What is my next level? Because you may be stagnant in some way where there's something better for you, but you're not even looking for it because you think that everything you have right now is just fine. Group number 4, we have the frog. Transformation, right? This is so aligned. So group number 4, those of you who are the frog, have you completed your transformation, or did you get stuck halfway through? Did you start the process and feel like, it's been so long, I haven't really gotten there, I guess I'll just stay here, or this is enough? It's not enough, you guys. You're stopping short. Keep going. It's worth it. It's worth it for you to keep going. Don't stop right here before you get the rewards, thinking, this is good. There are actual rewards that you will get at the end of it. There is more mobility, more freedom, more joy. So keep going. If you stopped your transformation, group number 4, keep going. Group number 5, the dog. Okay, nice, loyalty. Group number 5, are you being loyal to the people that you should be to? Doesn't mean that you should be disloyal to people, but sometimes we put our trust in the wrong people or the wrong groups. Maybe this is a company. Do they really seem to have your back? Obviously, companies don't have anybody's back, but for a company, per that definition, per those expectations, do they really have your back? Are they giving you enough PTO? If you have a sick day, are they covering your work, or are they blaming you for everything that goes wrong on the day that you're out? Do they take care of their people? If they have layoffs, Do they give them a package? If somebody quits, do they honor the 2 weeks? Look around you, and maybe your position is good and it's safe and everything's fine, but look around you and take an honest assessment of, hey, whenever I work somewhere, in this example, it could be love, it could be anything. Whenever I work somewhere, I'm contributing. I'm adding value to this company. I'm allowing it to take the benefits of my value. And is this company or is this person or is this place worthy of those benefits? Or are there other companies that are doing the right thing that deserve what I have to offer? And maybe that's where I should go, because I want to make sure that I'm adding energy to the things that are giving back to others. Group number 6. The cat. Interesting. All right. Group number 6. Are you maybe being a little bit too independent? Are there people that you could rely on? Are there people that you could rely on, that you can trust, that you can lean on? I think that there are. But are you allowing them to get close to you? Are you offering them help, and are you asking them for help? Either one. Because when people get asked for help, it makes them feel really good. It makes them feel like they have something to offer, that they're valuable in some way. So you don't have to carry everything on your shoulders. And also think about how you can provide for others, because that's going to make you feel really good. It's going to make you feel like you're of value, because right now you may not be feeling that way. You may think, no, I like being alone. And while I get that, especially for introverts, I like my alone time for sure. But sometimes we say that because of sour grapes, thinking, well, no one wants us anyway, so I'm good alone. But it's important to ask ourselves, why do we think no one wants us anyways? Why do we have those sour grapes? Well, because they don't like what I have to offer. Well, then either you've been going after the wrong groups, and so their opinion doesn't matter. You should cut that out and find somebody who wants what you have to offer. Or maybe there's something that you have to offer that you haven't even tried that people would love. Or maybe you need to listen to what do people want. Be like, oh yeah, I can give that. I have that. I'm good at that. So, if we were to read this kind of as a story, keep connecting to your emotions. It's giving you the transformation that you're looking for. And make sure that you are letting go of not just things that you feel harm you, but things that maybe you don't realize you're hanging on to, that are keeping you stagnant and not allowing you to get to that next level. You don't want to stay where you currently are, because then you're not completing your transformation and getting all the benefits of your hard work that you've been doing here. Find good connections and good friends, and know that you have something to offer and don't have to be alone. All right. So that was your pick a card reading and collective reading. I hope that it served you. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you could subscribe. Leave me a comment on which cards you picked. And of course, if you would like a personal reading from me, you can find me working away in my Etsy shop at www.etsy.com/shop/psychats. And I will catch you in the next one.